What's going on, Facebook? Yeah, it's your boy Denon coming back to speak to y'all. You know, I be going to these meetings, save our streets and everything, and I see it hasn't been posted up there. But you know me, man. This is my life. This is what I do. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's a meeting. I don't care if it's not a meeting and it's just me, of my way of living. This is what I do. You know what I mean? I come out and I vent to the people, man. And right now we're living in a stage of crisis, man. The Everybody's asking me, man, how do you think you can save the future and save the youth, man? And I'm starting to realize we're in identity crisis. Everything that's going on out here is all psychological. It's all mental. It's nothing physical. It is all mental. And I notice a lot with the parents of how they pick and choose their battles. Now I ain't got no kids, so I'm not really trying to make it seem like there's something wrong, because in the story there's several reasons of why we're in the position that we are now. It's not just that of what I'm saying. There's way more to this. You know what I mean? To make it manifest the way it is. But right now I'm going to talk about identity crisis. As a black man, I notice no one knows their roots of black people. If I ask any of my black people the roots of a black person, they go as far as slavery. And I'm sorry to say, if you read so much in your history and only thing you can see is a slave, is a person that's fighting for equalness, and you don't see no beauty in your side of your inside of your race, it's monkey see, monkey do. You're not going to react like there's beauty in you. And that's why a lot of these kids are messed up mentally. Because it's the lack of knowledge that they have for themselves. It's the lack of knowing who they are. And let me explain something to you, man. Let me explain something to you very well. A lot of people don't know nothing about the 18th, 19th, 17th dynasty. I talk to a lot of people, you know what they talk about when I say the dynasties? They talk about China. No. You know what I mean? You forget about the Second Punic War where Hannibal was defeated by Africanus Scipio. A lot of people don't know nothing about these. You feel what I'm saying? And let's keep it to a modern date. A lot of people don't know after slavery. A lot of people don't know about the influential Black Wall Streets and a lot of communities that we had that was burnt down to the ground. Now, what I'm going to say to you is this, man. Everybody wants to save the youth and save the future and stop the violence and Black Lives Matter and all that. They're not going to let that happen. I'm sorry to tell you this. It can't be happening. What you are trying to do is you're trying to throw a wrench inside of America's cycle. And America's cycle is based on the backs of black people. And if we become consciously aware of who we are, and start to, like, say for instance, be like China and start to just bring all of our resources inside of one container, which is us, then it's a chance that they will fall, and it's a chance that we will rise. That's why when President Barack Obama became president, you notice there was a lot of cops killing off black kids and doing a lot of dirty shit against us. Now, a lot of people sitting there hit me with this, oh, it's not about the cats. Look, all I tell y'all is stop picking and choosing your battles, man. You understand me? A battle is a battle, man. What's wrong is wrong, and what's right is right. Stop picking and choosing what to go after and what not to go after. And that's the problem. And these kids are not going to listen to us if we keep on picking and choosing what to go after and what not to go after. They're going to look at us like we're irrelevant. They're going to look at us like you're scared. Why should I believe in you? Because you're scared. And you're supposed to be my protector. But you're trying to sit there and try to chastise me and tell me what I'm doing is wrong. But I look at your methods of what you're doing, and there's this whole big picture, and you're only looking at this little bitty stain that really doesn't mean anything. And as parents, as adult, I'm adult, you know what I mean? But as parents, you know what I mean? And me, I can say I'm a potential parent. I don't have no kids, but I am in a potential parent stage. that we have to stop picking and choosing our battles, man. We have to stop picking and choosing what we go against. What's wrong is wrong, what's right is right. You know what I mean? If you want to sit here and save this kid, you're going to have to go against the government. I'm sorry. You're going to have to go against the government. Because the government, the way the government's set up, the way the constitutional rights is set up, all that, it's not meant for people of minority. Even when Abraham Lincoln freed the slave, he said bluntly, that I am no way, shape, or form of black people becoming beautiful or having anything to do with us. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if you go to modern days, we got a black president. Ain't nobody going to have nobody stand inside of you if you're not going to confine in what I think is right. It's not happening. You understand me? That's like Malcolm X becoming the president. That's not happening. You know what I mean? That will never happen because your vision is not with our vision. And you're not going to sit there and try to change our vision because of what you think and feel. Just like a drug dealer. You're not going to have somebody that doesn't have the same vision with you inside of your group. Next thing you know, you're getting ratted on. Next thing you know, you're in prison because you have a weak link. It's all about weak links, and ain't nobody gonna have that. You feel what I'm saying? The culture of America is is based on the lives of minority, and I'm not going to sit there and just say black people. I'm going to say Hispanic. I'm going to say all of it. It's based on the backs of that. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody wants to sit there and pick and choose, but you got to understand statistics. You understand? You got to understand what's real. You can't be sitting here and, okay, I'm going to save I want Black Lives Matter and I want to save the future, but you're scared to go against the corporations that make you deprived, that make you have nothing, that make you in the position, that put you in the position you are. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's not really about black and white. It's not really about, it's about the have-nots and the haves and the ones who have. At the end of the day. If you look at the civil rights, there was white people dying right next to us. Dying right next to us. It's not really about white and black or anything, but that's where it's solely based off. And even the white man, if you look at the researches of the white man will tell you the same shit I'm telling you. And it pisses me off that black people are quick to listen to a white man telling you this, but when it comes to your own race, your own people, you look at it like, oh, that's militant. You're militant. Oh my God, why is he so militant? I'm not going to listen. Hold on. How do you pick and choose what knowledge comes from? I thought wisdom comes from strange places. How do you pick and choose what's real and what's not? So if a black man says the same thing a white man says, you know what I mean? You're going to look at the white man and you want to sit there and say, man, that's the truth. That's the real shit. But when a black man said, oh, you're militant. You're too militant. Don't listen. That's the confusion. And I can see why the kids don't want to listen. I wouldn't want to listen. You feel what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to listen because you can't put a face on what's wisdom. Wisdom is wisdom. Good is good. Bad is bad. Regardless of where it comes from. Bad is bad. Good is good. You feel what I'm saying? So I want my people to open up and wisen up, man. It's not about being militant. It's about the truth, man. And if you can't live in the truth, then you can't sit there and have the kids live and bask in the truth that you are in either. Because they're going to always look at you like there's holes in you. There's holes. And there's always going to be holes, man. You stop being scared, yo. You know what I mean? These cops are killing our kids, putting fear in our kids' hearts, man. Look at the McKinney. With the cop pulling out guns on our kids, they're putting fear in us so we don't think that we can rise up. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, well, if the cop says something, you just do what he says. No, first of all, you are a servant to us. You understand me? You don't sit there and dictate nothing. You are a servant to us. So at the end of the day, if I don't want to do that, I don't have to do that. Like, I don't have to let you search my crib if you don't have no warrant. I don't have to let you do anything. But these days and age, it's like we're losing our power as people, man. And that's what's so sad, because sooner or later the government's going to fully take over. They're going to start taking over all the houses. People ain't going to be able to own a house. The government's going to own everything. That's why they're tearing down cribs and rebuilding right now so the government can have them. You feel what I'm saying? Jobs, all the small business owners, they're going to take them out. Barack Obama is definitely doing this thing. I mean, he's definitely trying. But as soon as he out the office, who's going to come next? You feel me? These are the things that people need to understand, because a movement is always based on future activities. It's not based on what's happening now. It's based on what can be changed for the future. You feel what I'm saying? And if we keep on living in this present, we will never get to the future. And the future is the kids. It's the kids. You understand me? So, without being said, man, open your mind and stop denying wisdom when wisdom comes to you. Stop being scared to step up. You feel what I'm saying? Back in the 60s, we were not scared to step up. People stepped up. They didn't care, because you had Martin Luther King going to the president. This is wrong. Period. Ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. Oh my God, you got it. None of that, cuz. This is wrong, man. You understand me? You got black kids dying and ain't nobody going up to that president and letting him know, like, whoa, man, get him to listen. Period. What are you doing? You're doing nothing. You feel what I'm saying? You're doing nothing but bumping gums, man. And it's time for us to stop bumping gums, and it's time for us to do action. And action has to do with the people that we vote into. We have to start getting at the people we vote into. This is wisdom. Strange wisdom come in strange places, man. You need to start opening up your eyes and get out the matrix. And that was from a good friend of mine that told me that, man. We live in the matrix. You need to open up your eyes and get out the matrix and stop being scared. You know what I mean? And that's all I got to say. You know what I mean? I'm going to have some more coming to y'all, man. But think about it. Just think about it. Look at all the movements that we had back then. They were not scared. They tackled it all. They did not play games. They did not just sit there and pick and choose their battle. They went for the gusto, the big picture. Stop being scared of going at the big picture and hit the big picture where it hurts. You understand me? And that's the only way we're going to survive, and that's the only way we can rise and overcome. Holla at your boy when you see me. Peace and love to all my people.